All right, hello and welcome everyone. Yeah, John DeMarco, how you doing? Saying, wow, 2 days in a row? Yes, 2 days in a row, absolutely. I want to see how the game goes. So, yes, Thomas Potts, how you doing? Saying hello and greetings, and Bradley Briggs, glad that you're here today. So I'm gonna try and use my Xbox controller this time. So I got my batteries charged up. Like I said yesterday, I didn't have them ready to go, but I got them now. So here we go. And thank you so much. Thomas Potts is saying that Twitch just notified me you were live. See, it works for me. I actually figured that out yesterday, Thomas, or today. It turns out that if you go to Twitch, click on your icon over there in the top right, go down to settings, and then go to notifications. It talks about notifications. Hold on, what's the exact language? Because I'm not going to get it 100% right, and then you guys are going to kvetch at me because I had like one thing wrong in it. So let's just go over to Twitch here. I go to my settings, notifications. Okay, so on Twitch right now, I had from the get-go all notifications turned on. If you click on that drop-down box, it turns out there is a second one. Even though it says all notifications turned on, you go down to the very bottom of that area and it says receive browser notifications for this device, and that was turned off. So for some reasons, Twitch said all notifications on Twitch was turned on, and they weren't all turned on. So I wasn't getting notified whenever people were going live. I have since clicked that box, so now really all notifications are turned on, and I actually get notified, and it's pretty darn nice. So we are going to continue, and it's funny, you guys can't see this because I got the little chat box blocking it out.
You keep using
But
the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Oh gosh, thank you, Noah. Noah donated $1 saying, we are getting closer, Matthew. Hey, did you know that the fruit of the garden was a pulsating pepper? True story. Also, Cain moved in with giant rock monsters that went to war with me. You will learn all about it in just 2 days. Hashtag eat raw meat for bird. Yes, if you guys aren't aware of this, every Friday-ish, I do a movie night with Anti-Trekker, and this Friday, we are going to be watching Noah, which I think is starring Russell Crowe. Someone in the chat correct me when I'm wrong about that. But I think it was Russell Crowe was the lead actor in that. And you would think if they are going to make a movie based on an event in the Bible, they just go all out. They say, hey, you know what? This is how it happened in the Bible. We are going to represent it the same way. Let's see. It seems somebody removed a plaque from here. I'll need to find it to decipher the meaning of the obelisk. Ooh. Okay, well that's interesting. And I am relearning my controls right now because I hadn't done this before. And Tom's Pot saying every Friday, and John's correcting every Friday-ish. Every Friday-ish is when I do this. Oh, did I jump too far? Shoot. Okay, no. So I had an idea yesterday. If you recall, I'm being basically blackmailed by this dude, such that if I want to save his life, I have to give them $200,000 or denarii right then and there, which I think is kind of excessive, but that's what they want. And I had an idea. Maybe I can just steal it from the guy who they're indebted to, and I'll be good to go. So I'm going to give that a quick shot here. Also, I am going to change my key binding. I like jump to be A, please. Are you not going to let me do A because A is something else? Nope. Nope. I want A. Can I? A. Okay, apparently I don't get to use A button. Well, that sucks. Fine. Discard my changes. Resume. So all I have to do is find where they hid their money. John DeMarco is saying, am I completely supplanting Jeopardy now? No. It's every Friday-ish, which, you know, ish. Let's see, I think, which one made me sprint? Left trigger, there we go. Also, I realized something the other day. I keep forgetting to tell you guys how... Fun story, very fun story. A couple days ago, I almost killed myself by accident. Which, if you're going to almost kill yourself, then I certainly hope it is by accident and not something you are deliberately doing to yourself, because I don't like self-harm. So
I'm not supposed to be in here.
my oven light went out. And I'm like, okay, this isn't a big deal.
This is outrageous.
All I need to do is open this up, and yep, there's the old light bulb. Only 2,000? Fine, I'm still gonna take
The
it.
many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Was it 2,000 I had to do, or 200,000? Oh no, I don't remember how to get out of here. Oh, there it is. And you wouldn't have thought that would have been too big of an issue to change the light in your own stupid oven. But it turned out it was. It turned out it was much greater than I thought it was going to be. So I opened my oven, and you know, every oven has their lights installed in a different way. And apparently it looked like mine, I needed to unscrew two little screws, and that would give me access to the light. So I unscrew those screws, and I pull on what should have been the cover, exposing the light, and it's jammed in there. I can't get the cover off. So I fiddle with it. I'm pulling it gently, and it turned out I wasn't taking just the cover off to get to the light. It turned out I was pulling on the entire light fixture. So as I pull it, the entire fixture, the little ceramic thing, it pulls forward, and oops, I shorted the wire. the two AC lines going to the back of this light fixture. One of them brushes up against the metal enclosure of the oven, which I just so happened to be leaning over. And by the grace of God, I wasn't touching the oven, or else that would have gone extremely bad.
Yulia, I'll go.
And then I was also touching on the light itself. There was a metal cage, and so I was touching the metal cage, and my arm went a little tingly as everything kind of, you know, grounded through the oven and slightly through me. Thankfully, I have a much higher electrical resistance than, you know, my skin is more resistive than metal, so I didn't, you know, get completely zapped. And hell, I would have thought that that thing with all the butterflies around it would have been something I could have like climbed up, but nope. Just have to head down now. And yeah, so the light, when I touched it, it shorted. I got a little zapped. Fortunately, I was able to let go, and that was the end of it. So I you know, tripped the breaker real quick, try and look in there, figure out what's going on. Melted. It turned out I melted the wire. Like, so much electricity went through that in an instant, the wire for the light fixture melted completely. And so I had the part of the ceramic light holder, like the part that clips onto it, actually melted through. And I'm like, well, that was incredibly dumb of me. And then I was looking around, trying to find another one of these wires that would be able to withstand the temperatures for my oven to replace it, so I wouldn't have to get a new oven. And while I'm back there checking things out, I find out that the backside, like where the burner element is attached to it, is actually really charged. So it turned out me shorting things out and almost killing myself was very fortuitous, because the insulation that was supposed to protect the oven from catching fire was very worn through. And I mean, this was the oven that came with the house, I'm pretty sure. So this was like a almost 20-year-old oven thing. Let's see if I got enough money.
Salve, friend.
Bradley was saying it was
I'm
only
Octavia.
2,000
Welcome to life under the golden rule.
that I needed to
Ghastly
get.
thing, is it not? How
And
are
I
you
hope that's all it
faring
was,
so
because
far?
if it's just 2,000, I have the
All right,
2,000.
well, it was lovely
And Bradley
to
was
meet
also
you.
saying you have to
I
get
look
save
forward
his
to
girlfriend with the
getting to know you
antidote first,
better
and
over
I
the coming
think
months.
I did that.
And
So
if
when
you
I
ever-
talked to the guy at the front, it seems like I don't have to steal that jug every single time. Just doing it the once
P.S.,
was
what are you
enough, I'm
doing?
hoping.
Get back from there. If you lose
Salty
your
Trucker was
balance,
here, but he
you'll
had to
fall.
go. He's working on
That's the
something
idea.
super for my friend Matthew on
Why?
Friday.
Why would you
Oh,
want that?
lovely.
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life?
And John is saying that he
working
can't make
for
it,
a
but
man
Jeff
who
says hello.
treats
Hey,
me like
Jeff.
an
Hope you're
animal?
doing well.
I know things are hard for you right now.
And we're gonna skip over this because we've listened to this
I'm
like
sorry.
3 times.
Please help him. Thank you.
Okay, is this what
You-
Salinas would want? You'd never
Well,
believe
you
if I
don't
told me.
understand.
If I told you, I can help you solve your
If I
problem.
Oh, but we're still in...
She's all right. Why do you need 2,000? Actually, I do.
Really? Wait. So, I guess you'd want me to work for you then.
You're really looking this gift horse in the mouth, aren't you, you jerk?
You'd do that for us? A couple of complete strangers.
Yeah.
It seems today we are both blessed. This did not turn out how I thought. Thank you, friend. I never thought people like you existed.
Here's your
Thank
money.
you. I'll go and pay off our debts immediately. I just wish there was some way I could repay you. But I have nothing but the tunic on my back.
You know, now that you mention this, I'd really like to know about, your relationship with Centilla.
Ah. And there it is. All right. Scintilla and I were in love. And
Man,
then,
this guy is really whiny.
22 days ago.
I mean, I'm sorry. I just saved
missing.
the girl who's in love with you from poisoning herself. I just gave you 2,000 denarii so you wouldn't kill yourself. And you're being a little grumpy about me asking about this girl that you're in love with? Come on, man.
All right. One night a few months ago,
What a wuss.
when I was cleaning
Yeah,
Leonis's
Thomas, I should
villa,
just push the
I
loser.
heard a young woman singing. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. I wasn't allowed out. So once
We
everyone
got a lot
else
of
was
wusses
asleep,
around here these days.
I climbed up the inside of the villa and onto the roof, just to see where that sound was coming from. And that's when I saw her. Standing in the garden of the magistrate's villa, I just sat there on the roof, listening to her with my chin on my knees.
How's the peeping, Tommy?
And for the first time in a long time, I felt hopeful. And then she looked up and saw me and she smiled.
Isn't that how it always goes in the movies? Like,
I knew
movies
at that
perpetuate
moment
this
the
idea
fates
that
had brought
girls
me
just
to her.
really want to be
And from
peeped
the
on and
moment she
stalked.
asked my
And
name with this
I don't think a
warmth
girl would
and
really react that way. I
curiosity,
think in real life,
I
she
knew
looks up, she sees
I'd have
Creeperson
done anything
staring at
for
her, listening
And
to
so
her
for
singing.
weeks on end,
Like
each
he's
night
above,
I'd
looking
climb
down
out
into her
of the
house,
villa
and I
into her
think
father's
she would have been
garden.
calling for the
We'd
guards. Not,
hold
oh,
hands and talk about all the
I'm so
things we
glad
do
you're
once we got
creeping
out
on
of
me.
here. Like having our own vineyard. And then one morning I woke up and everyone was out searching for her. They said she'd vanished in the night.
I
All
still
could
think she's
do
with a
was keep
girl.
my head down and try to hide how beside myself I was. Scintilla was the one thing that made my life bearable. But with her gone, things unraveled quickly. You saw how bad it got.
And meanwhile, you have a girl who is willing to kill herself for him, and he has no interest. Like, if a guy in a movie, or video game obviously, was willing to kill himself for the girl, she'd be like, oh, I'm in love with you now. But when a girl tries to kill herself for a guy, like, it's just tragic, because the guy won't return her feelings.
All I know is she loved me. And if she had known a way out, she would have told me.
Bradley
She'd never
Briggs,
have
you
taken her
know
own
how
life.
this worked. Got caught peeping a few
There's
times,
no
huh,
way
Matthew?
Anybody could have killed her under the
Okay,
golden
so,
rule.
true
I
story.
can't prove
No,
it,
I've never
but I
peeped
just
anyone.
know she's still
But
alive somehow.
I am one of those people
Even
that
now,
people
it's as
just
if I
love to
can
assume the
hear
worst
her
about
voice
in real
my
life.
head, crying out
And
to
so
me.
growing up, like,
That
I'd be
can only
minding my
mean
own
one thing.
business. and people would
Somebody
come up to me
abducted
with
her.
these crazy accusations
I
about
have
how,
no idea
oh,
how
you're following
or
me,
who
you're a
would want to do
creeper. I'm
something
like,
that to such a
I'm just
sweet,
standing here.
lovely girl.
Like, it's to
But
the point
what
where
else could have
I
happened?
hate shopping and bumping into the same person more than once on different aisles, because I've actually had people get mad at me for bumping into them at a freaking grocery store because I was trying to find some groceries, because they're like, oh, are you following me? Like, no, you know what? You need to kind of step down off your high horse. You are overestimating your own attractiveness in this.
My guess? Malleolus had something to do with it. He is without doubt the most evil man I have ever known.
I also think
have no
Malleolus
idea where he'd be
probably
keeping her.
kidnapped her too.
But there
Although
is
we
one
also
room in
just
his
found
villa,
out that Malleolus is
upstairs,
supposed to be,
which is
of course he
always
is,
locked.
he's the leader
never
of the
seen the inside of
cult
it.
of Christianity
I
here.
haven't been able to steal a key without breaking the golden rule. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there somehow, it would shed light on a great many things.
Hey, Trek Reviewer, how you doing? So yeah, I've already tried that. There's no sign of scintilla in there.
Oh, I see. That was the only idea I had. I'll give it some more thought. Come and find me a little later. I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the good news. Thanks again, friend. I'll never
Well, that was the
forget
only
what you
idea
did
I
for
had.
us.
I'm out of luck. Sorry. Lovely. Okay, so, oh, she will guide you. Oh, she will guide me, huh? Let's follow. Let's follow her then. Octavia, always in my way, but I wonder if this is one of these things where I have to follow at a discreet distance. Let's try talking now, Octavia. You've been such a chatty Cathy in the past, while I've been
What
trying to
you
save your
did
friend
was
from killing himself.
extraordinary, and I'll never forget it. I'm thankful that you're here. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, what's your story?
Here in this place,
Yada, yada,
magistrates
yada.
invaded my heap by
Rome caught
cleaning and
fire,
pruning the gardens.
woke up in a river, here we
It's
are.
not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family.
Oh.
But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
How did you end up
much
here?
the same way as many of the others.
Yep, fires came to
When
Rome
the
7
fires
months
came to
ago.
Rome
Family and I
7
fled up the
months ago.
Tiber, hoping to escape on a
We were
barge.
among the fortunate ones.
They
with
actually had enough
coins
money
of
for the passage.
but
They
unfortunately,
they
there
boarded
were a
before
lot
we
of
could
desperate
depart.
people, and they boarded before we could depart.
Does that mean you were
Scuffle
left?
broke out, and
Yep,
I was
pushed overboard. Washed up on the
I
creek.
woke up
There we
by the
are.
river, near that
Seems like that's how everyone gets
that's
here.
all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me. Oh yes, of course. A slip of the tongue,
Is it though? I mean,
if you like.
we get it. You're part of. You're Christian. That's cool. So you're Christian.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year.
And that's kind of what
And
people
our
want
emperor
from
decided
Christians
to make
today,
us
just
the
for them to keep it to
scapegoats.
themselves.
There were
Anything else, we're fine with you being
executions.
anything else, but if you're Christian, just please,
horrible.
please keep it to yourself. Is how how everyone wants Christians to act. But
Oh, thank
no,
you. You have no
No.
idea how much I appreciate that.
what do you think of the Golden Rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on
You
the
know,
other hand, I was always
That
taught
is
the intent
good.
of man's
It
heart
is good to
is
love
evil
others
from
as
his youth,
yourself.
and that all of us are born
however,
with a tendency
there-
towards sin.
There
And
is
that's where I get
more
stuck.
to the gospel message. Is
it
there not,
true?
Octavia?
Are we born
Something
with a
about how
tendency towards
we're
sin?
all sinners. We're all under the weight of sin, the penalty of sin, which is eternal death. That Christ is the only one who can free us from such penalty. I don't think it's enough to be good. Come on, Octavia, know your own religion.
If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here. Unless, of course, there's some kind of divine intervention.
Maybe. Oh, there's gonna be some intervention, all right. I'm working on it.
I wish I shared your faith.
But do you know a way
I'm
out of here?
afraid not. Although I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out.
Oh yeah,
I don't put
I've
a lot of stock
already
in
looked at
such
that.
rumors,
It's
but
hemlock.
If you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it.
It's not a
If
long-term
that doesn't
solution.
work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate.
Thanks. It's definitely a scam.
I see. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm sorry I even suggested it. I won't make that mistake again.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Ah, that's a shame. Another time then.
You were trying to be helpful. It's not like you could have known. Okay, so Octavia, I really need you to... I need you to show me the way, as the voice whispered at me. Also, that is a giant rock. Oh. We have... what was the name of the guy who had to push the rock up the hillside for all eternity in Roman mythology? Something with an S, maybe? Sisyphus? See what we can find. I can find a giant cliff leading to my death. Let's not do that. This way looks promising. Oh. Can I knock? No. Okay, so this might be a back passage into the temple. I do know I need to get in the temple eventually. I just need to figure out how to do it. Sisyphus. Thank you, John. See, I knew it was something like that, but I also knew... like, I'd probably end up...
taking care of yourself.
Saying something like, a venereal disease? Venereal disease? His name is very, very similar to a disease. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm trying to find you, whispering voice. I kind of wonder if this is all just in our heads. Like, not just in our heads, but what if we're tripping bad right now? I haven't been over here yet. More of those golden statues that like to look at us. So this one, this lady looks like she's looking at something way over there. What do we got? I don't see anything over there. Maybe I could try to head over there? Take some money, thank you. Let's see if we can kind of... Nope, I can't head that way. I was thinking maybe I could follow this rock path, but no such luck. It would be very interesting if at the end of this game, you got like judged if you had stolen things. Seek a bow. I hear someone smacking a door. Oh, arrows. Neat. Okay, I'm locking myself in. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. Navia. I do remember this person. And, you know, maybe if I could find some way to get to the bottom of the gorge, I would be able to find a bunch of weapons. The assassin's bow. Well, okay. Game devs, we've got to talk. If you're watching this, first of all, good game. I'm liking it. I'm liking the mystery and the time travel aspect. Way to go. You're spoon feeding a little too much. Like, you don't need to tell us quite so much of all the things that you are telling us, okay? Like, if I was legit lost, this would be helpful.
Sorry,
but I've just barely started the game.
still
Give
a
me
bit
some
out of
time
it.
to be lost.
Galerius just saved my life. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
What do you think about the golden
priest
rule?
at Sequoia once told me it's the god's way of creating a city without sin. But if that's the case, then whichever god is responsible for it didn't think it through. I mean, all it really does is make bad people better at hiding their sins.
Yeah, exactly. You
And
can't
good
make people be
too
better.
frightened to stand up for themselves.
To quote Firefly.
I've seen Malleolus, Claudia, and Domitius make grown men cry. Romans. They don't cry easily. They've never physically hurt anyone. But the point is, they don't have to. They've got people running scared because everyone knows
You know,
Malleolus
in a
is
city
the
where you literally
favourite to
can't
win
cause physical
today's
harm to another
election.
person, there's no social contract anymore. Like, there's nothing to actually keep people from needing a government at that point. The idea that there is someone in charge of this is the most laughable idea out there.
I doubt it. I mean,
imagine it. What are they going to do if I don't obey them? They're going to manhandle me into prison? Nope, that'd be breaking the golden rule. They'd keep me from eating somehow? No. If food wasn't available, I'd steal and be breaking the golden rule.
I suppose we will. All right.
Like, an unfortunate truth of the matter is part of the social contract with society is the reality that the government has a sword. Without a sword, the government has no ability to do anything. Yeah, the priestess, I'm trying. Where could the fountain be coming from? Can I climb up and find it? Nope. I can zip line down there. I don't think I want to zip line down there. Common Spots, how is locking you up a golden rule violation? Oh, because I would resist arrest. They would have to physically grab me and drag me somewhere. And in doing that, they would harm my person, which would be breaking the golden rule. Inspect the toilets? Okay. They're toilets. These holes must be designed for use with a sponge on a stick? Gross. this dude died on the can. Always remember they're watching. Syphilis had an orgy with four girls here and all disappointed all of them equally. Wow. This is exactly what I expect from graffiti in a bathroom. The only way out is whoever wrote this was interrupted, perhaps tragically. Whoever defecate here needs to see a doctor. Oh, bathroom humor. Thomas wants to know, am I going back to the assassin? I'm hesitating because I died pretty thoroughly last time I tried that. So I want to explore around a bit before I do that quest line again, because I feel like I need something to defeat the assassin beyond what I got. Like this. Okay, we literally have a guy in jail. Why is he in jail? There's nothing that allows people to do this. And thank you indeed to TTV Crimson Telly. How you doing? All right, what's your story, stranger?
My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
Like literally, if someone came to arrest me in this society, I say no, and they say, well, you know, you have to for the good of society. I'd say no, and if you lay your hands on me, I'm gonna resist, and you'll be forcing me to break the golden rule. So like it would be a total Mexican standoff. They couldn't do it.
I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
Did somebody think you were going to steal?
Yes, but I wasn't. I was just looking.
Oh, the just looking.
They said I did.
That's how I do all my best archaeological digs. I just look.
But I can't remember.
And then, yeah, maybe for the good of society, I make sure to preserve them.
They called me a liar, Billy.
Such language. Oh, a liability. Yes, that makes more sense.
They said I have to live here now and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words. Do you think you could read it for me?
Yeah, I'd love to read this letter for you. And hey, TTV saying, was looking for streams with the lowest views. Ouch. Came across yours and decided to stop by. Never played this game before, but it looks interesting. It is pretty interesting. And TW saying very interested to see how this differs from the Skyrim mod. Indeed. So I never played the Skyrim mod. That's what it was. I was trying to remember the other day. I thought it was maybe Elder Scrolls Oblivion, but no, it was Skyrim. I knew it was something close to that. I never played the Skyrim mod. I didn't have it for PC. I saw a couple people play through it, like just in chunks. I didn't see the whole thing. I didn't see how it ended because I didn't want to ruin this one. But I am very interested to see how this one goes. So far, it's pretty fun. Okay, Magistrate Sintius to Dulius. I am writing to you in relation to your incorrigible antisocial behavior arising from your obsession with an alleged lost treasure. While I am sympathetic to your plight and the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you an important message. The treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you simply misremembered. More importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns, which are strictly off limits to all citizens, I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability, or liar Billy, to this community and must have your freedom limited lest you break the golden rule. It is my hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you are incarcerated should you experience further lapses in memory. Okay, so we got a mentally handicapped guy. This is how they're able to get him in jail. Yeah, so that actually holds up.
What does it say?
Anytime someone is going to actually be abused in a system, it is 100% going to be those most at risk. So someone smart like Malleus, he's never going to be, he's always going to be the sort of person who gets himself into government work. Whereas the most at risk, the most vulnerable, i.e. this handicapped person, is 100% going to be the one facing all the burdens of society.
My treasure.
What treasure?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would.
John DeMarco, so Matthew supports locking up the mentally disabled. No. I recognize that those who are going to be
if anything ever happened to him,
most burdened
I had to find
are going to be
very
those
precious
such as the
hidden away.
disabled.
He gave me this key and made
Precisely
me promise
because
to keep it safe until
you're
I
always going to
found the
have
treasure.
people at the top who are looking to abuse
But
the
I couldn't
system,
find
and he's going to be the one that gets
All I
abused
remember is
first.
you
And once
said
you
something
get the
about
first
the
person being
systems,
abused, it becomes
but when I
easier
went
to
up
convince
to the
society as a
highway,
whole that the second person needs to be
me-
abused as well. And
Now
once you have a whole
nobody
group of
looks
people
after
being
me.
abused, society says, well, it's good, it's for the good of
Friend
society.
Galerius.
Case in point,
And
recently here, it came out that in Washington, D.C.,
the
school
priestess
districts
Lizzie.
were vaccinating
She's a nice
children
lady.
without parental consents at the public schools. Any child over 12 would be vaccinated without parental consent, without letting the parents know ahead of time, for the good of society. Yeah, give me the key. I'll try and find out what it
Hannibal
unlocks.
said I shouldn't give it to anyone.
And
I
now
didn't
we're saying that,
trust.
you know what, we need to make it mandatory
Well,
for federal
maybe you could
employees
help me get
to
around
also be vaccinated.
No,
And if you're
I
not
would
vaccinated,
trust-
congratulations,
No,
you're out of a
look.
job. That's insane to me that they are tying the ability to provide for your family to a vaccine or to anything. And once you say, well, I can at will fire you on a federal level for not having this, I can also start to say I can fire you for that. So anyone who's a Christian, nope, we don't want you here. Anyone who is brown haired, nope, we don't want you here. We've like by doing the vaccine, we have now set legal precedents, and half of the law, more than half of the law, is simply establishing legal precedents. And that's a weird thing most people don't think about. Whenever we go to Supreme Courts, the Supreme Court's going to look through past cases and say what sort of past cases can mold the law, and they don't care about if the past case is a legit thing or if it was an abuse of the law. All they go is, well, according to this case, we now have precedents, therefore this law is in fact constitutional. You can in fact bar someone from being here because he's white. You can bar someone because he has this political affiliation. You can bar someone because they have this sexual orientation. Like once you establish the precedents, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, so let me talk to the magistrate about getting you out of here, buddy.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen.
Galerius is a good
No
guy. He's the
matter
one we
what.
talked to at the beginning, I think.
Like, Galerius?
Yeah, let's get Galerius
He's nice.
elected magistrate.
I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything.
Tom was saying, yeah, I like locking up the
You
disabled
help
but
make
not
me
criminals.
magistrate,
I'm just recognizing
get
that
me out of
the
here,
best criminals
and
end
I
up getting
can give
elected
you
to
the key
office.
to my treasure. Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious.
I'll see what I can do. Gotta get into the upper cistern. Anyway, do you know how to get out of
You're
here?
going to let me out of here? Really?
Ooh, I am not very good at these words sometimes. I didn't mean to give you I didn't mean to give you the impression that I was getting you out right now. I was just asking if you know a way out.
Please.
And between me and that other girl, the Julia girl who right after she tried to kill herself to get out, I asked if she knew a way out. I'm not being very sensitive to these people. Let's move along. What do you think about the golden rule?
You mean treasure?
Oh gosh, let's talk about your treasure.
Used to look after me.
Okay, yeah, we know this.
He said,
we know
he
this.
gave me this key, and all
We know
I
this.
remember is he said, "No, but
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna go now before I put my foot even farther into my mouth. What's this? A note from Dooley protesting his innocent. I did not do it. Dooley. Oh, poor kid. Let's see, I need to figure out how to get Galerius into the magistrate position. Or Galerius into the magistrate position. And I need to keep exploring. I feel like exploring is kind of the #1 thing I need to be doing right now. Because there's so much of this game that I haven't checked out so far. Oh, let's not jump down there. Ah, stupid turning head statues. Let's keep going. I think I'm finding the city proper. Weeps where the waters flows. Okay. Who weeps? Let's not play the pronoun game, little disembodied voices. I am getting quite lost. So is this... Am I seeing past breakages, maybe? Like here we see two guys fighting. I wonder if this isn't the city proper, but like... maybe a past version of it. I want to inspect these vines. These might be climbable if only they could support my weight. Okay, so somehow... Okay, at some point in the game, I must get the ability to climb these vines. Maybe I turn myself into a beautiful butterfly like I see floating around up there. Okay, I'll mark that for future use. But that would be kind of cool if this city was built upon the ruins of past cities, and every so often a new group of people wake up here just to die over and over again. Okay, the Bloodless Shadows wander without flesh or bone. Ominous. Are the Bloodless Shadows the statues? I don't want them to be the statues. The statues are quite creepy enough without being anything else. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but every time I break the golden rule, all the statues' eyes start to glow. Ah, I know they turn to look at me, but every time one of them does it when I'm not expecting it, freaks me out. May the gods be kinder to you than they were to us, stranger. Oh, I got an avid reader achievement. Good for me. I can't move. There's one of the statues. Like, is it just the statues talking to me? I'm gonna take that. Ooh, bottle of wine. Possibly the last bottle of wine in the city. I'm gonna take that wine. I'm gonna figure out who needs to get drunk. Surely at some point it's gonna come up. Oh, hey, did I just make it down to the gorge? Is this where all the weapons were thrown? Because that would certainly be convenient if I could get me a weapon so I could fight. There's actually a goat down here? Let's see, a bunch of goose eggs laid by the city's goose. I'm gonna take that. I kind of assumed there weren't anything. Talk to the goose. I don't know what else I was expecting. Olympius, how you doing? Now that you're not dead. Shalom. Oh, shalom.
I feel like I've looked everywhere. At least everywhere I could get to. There are still two places I've never been able to reach.
Yeah.
First, the palace. If Navia
Fair enough.
managed to get in, then I suppose Centilla could have too. The only other place she could be is somewhere in the Cistern network. I remember hearing that Dooley had been poking around in the upper Cistern before he was locked up. So you could ask him about it, I suppose.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
You
Now,
mean,
what's
where
your
am I
story?
from and all that?
I am gonna skip through this
Judea,
quickly.
Originally.
He's from
But when I
Judea.
was a child, I moved to Rome with my family.
Romanized his
Romanized my
name.
name and
Spent most of his life in the Jewish district.
That's where I was when the fires
And the
broke
fires
out.
broke out.
Everyone
He
was
ran
running
the other
toward
way?
river and
Oh.
every road leading out of Rome was in chaos.
People
Full of
were
people with all their
flooding the
belongings in
roads,
carts,
lots of
and several hours
brigands.
down the Appian Way, I saw another Jewish family being attacked by 3 opportunists. So I picked up a branch from the side of the road.
Good for you.
And
Good
went to
Samaritan
defend
right here.
I can only assume they got the better
But
of me because
things
the
did not
next
go
thing I
well for
knew,
you.
I was waking up in a forest by a river not far from here.
And of course, you
There's
woke
no
up by the
memory of
river.
how-
It's how
strange,
we
though,
all
because I
wake
still
up
had
here,
my purse
man.
on me. Why would a robber knock me unconscious and throw me in a river,
Are we all dead?
but not take my coins?
It seems like... Are we dead? Did we cross the river Styx?
A lot of good it did me. And that family. I sometimes wonder
I kind of
what
feel like
happened to
we're
them.
dead. You know,
I
way out
don't.
of here.
But even if I did, I'm not going anywhere.
Ooh, unfinished business. Trying to get to Stella? Stella!
Well, neither of us have a couple of hours to stand around talking about theology, law, and collective punishment, so I guess you're looking for a pithy summary?
General feelings, perhaps?
You remind me of an old story from my people about Hillel the Elder. He was approached by a Gentile and asked to explain the entire Torah while he stood on one foot. Obliging, he replied, "What is hateful to you, do not do to another. That is the whole Torah. The rest is commentary. Go and learn." Of course, what I want to know is, what kind of a god sees a young woman abducted?
See, this is a
and
false
does
analogy
nothing
again.
about it?
And I get it, a lot of
my
people
God.
in real life have this exact
That's for
false
sure.
analogy. How could a kind and loving God allow bad things to happen? But that's... We've been given free will, people. We get to choose the actions we take.
Maybe you don't. I feel it in my bones.
Who are you going to vote
Sentius,
for?
I suppose. I'd have to be insane to vote for Malleolus after what he did to me.
I need to get people
All
started
right, friend.
voting for Galerius.
Thanks for the chat.
Yeah, anytime. She will guide you. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying, lady. Ooh. Speaking of trying, what happens if I jump in here? Oh, I die. Okay. Continue from my last save, please. I was thinking, hey, there's a giant water source down here. I have jumped into several different water sources and survived. But no, apparently that one is a no-go. And jump into that one. Can I jump into this one? Yes, I can. Oh, hey, here's a box. Yeah, I'll take that money. And someone picking an apple. Kind of some Garden of Eden things right there. Can I have the apple? Nope. Who wanted that apple? Okay, I saw some butterflies, I think. Yeah, over here. I'm learning to recognize what the butterflies mean. This is some sort of hint, a clue, if you will. Oh, Tantalus, of course. That makes a lot more sense, John. Which, is that where we get our word tantalizing, perhaps? So, for those who don't remember the story, I remember that Tantalus was cursed to literally be in a pool of water just like this, and anytime he tried to reach up to get the apple, the water would go down, I believe is how the thing works. So the apple would always be just out of reach, no matter how hard he tried. And as he backed away, the water level would rise up. So it would always seem like he'd be able to get it, but he'd never, ever be able to actually receive it. And that actually does make a lot more sense than the Garden of Eden, because this is definitely more of a Roman style game with Roman style of references. And have I been to this place before? I feel like maybe I've been here before. Okay, this is the way back to the portal. I don't think I've been up here yet. This is the Senate floor. Guy was getting drunk. You would think there'd be something here to see. Oh, like this. Eulippus loves Scintilla, corrected to Eulippus killed Scintilla. Oh gosh. Someone's vengeful. I still think Malleus has something to do with
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
I'm sad.
with Malleus's disappearance. Malleus had something to do with Scintillus's disappearance.
Perhaps our new magistrate will be kinder than Sentius and let you out.
I hope so. Galerius, what happens when
I want to talk to both these people, but they're talking to each other, so I gotta be patient.
My mother told me, when you die, a ferryman helps you cross
But I don't
river,
like being patient.
and your spirit lives on in the underworld. Is that true?
Well, yes, but
Hello.
Hey, I can skip past this, but I was hoping I could talk to him about Scintillus, but no such luck. Oh, wow. Where'd he go? Hey, get back here. I need to talk to you about you becoming the next magistrate.
salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked.
Yeah.
How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and
I'm reliving the same day over and over again.
You're toying with me, right? Wait, you're not kidding, are you? That's the only way you could have known.
Hey, good
You're a
on
bit
you
like-
for actually believing me.
Oh, what was his name? Sisyphus. Yeah, that's the one. Old King Sisyphus.
How so?
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart the gods, he was given a terrible punishment. He
Right.
was forced to push a great boulder up to the top of a hill. Only, just as it reached the top, it would roll all the way back down to the bottom,
Right.
forcing him to start over and over and over
Yeah, but see,
again
he was being
for all
punished.
eternity. Just like
And
you.
there was no ending to
Actually,
his
now that
task.
think
I
about it,
actually
there are a
should have an
bunch of
ending
old
at some
stories
point.
about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Pleiades had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going round and round forever. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
Okay, yeah,
Anyway,
more
I don't
evidence.
know
I'm
which
pretty
god you
sure we're
managed to
dead.
upset to get yourself into this position, friend, but you seem all right to me. So I'll tell you what.
I
I'll
think
keep
we're all
doing
dead here.
whatever
I think
can to
that
help
all
you.
of us here
And you just focus on finding a way to break the cycle.
have died, and that this is some sort of purgatory, perhaps. Bradley Briggs wants to know: is there an achievement in this game for collecting all the money in one life? And John says yes. I did not know that. Thomas says I'm punishing. I'm also being punished. I kind of think so. And John's saying, yeah, we're in the underworld. I think so. I think very much so. You're a good man, Galerius.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep
Speaking
your
of
secret.
which,
Although
I
it's
want
not
you
as
to
if
be the
I'll
next
remember this
magistrate.
Next time we talk anyway, right? Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
You're trying to wrap this up. No. I need to talk to you, man.
Salve again, my Sisyphean friend. Now, what's on your mind?
Oh, and John's saying the yep was in reference to the tantalizing coming from Tantalus. Gotcha. You want to be the magistrate,
the
bud?
idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
I don't think Malleus is going to help Dooley.
And how could you know that? I mean, I don't like
I just
that,
told
but
you I'm
I don't
reliving
see
the
how you
same
can
day
know
over
a
and
thing
over
like
again.
that.
I should have called my character Bill Murray.
I suppose you're right. All right, friend. Hope you find a way to break the...
Or what was Bill Murray's actual character's name in Groundhog Day? That's what I should have called him. Okay, if I go that way, I die. Oh.
You have
Okay. How? I don't have a
None
weapon.
Of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city.
Yeah, I need to get down to the
improvise.
cavern somehow. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. He's still in there somewhere. I have to hide. Find me
Okay,
in this
yeah.
empty shrine. when
Don't
it's
go
over.
into the shrine. Can I actually tell you that it's going to collapse?
All right.
There we
fine.
go.
Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be careful.
Okay, now, will it collapse right now? I'm gonna save here real quick. I'm curious if I walk into the shrine, will I die? Yep. I was just curious. Just curious. John's suggesting that I tell the assassin who he's looking for this time. So I thought I could last time. When it said you're looking for the guy with one blue eye and one green eye, I thought for sure that would be my moment to be like, oh yeah, I know who you're looking for. His name's Malleus. He's over here. But no, no, that wasn't something that was an option it gave to me. Hey, Cinnabon Bunny, how you doing today? Okay, I need to figure out what this door unlocks, or what this key unlocks, excuse me. I'm going the wrong way. Because I got two ideas. One is it's going to unlock that door at the back side of the temple, and the other idea is that maybe it's going to unlock the door into the palace. Let's give this... Nope, I can't do that. Apparently I'm going to need a bow to get in there. Matthew only picks options he likes. Half true, half true.
Be careful who you trust.
Yeah, good advice. Okay, so far we found Syphilis and we found Tantalus. I wonder if we're going to find the other two people he referenced somewhere in this city. So that doesn't unlock that door. Maybe it unlocks the front of the door? Let's try unlocking the actual proper door. How can we pass this test if we don't know the rules? Shoot. I was hoping one of those would let me in. I do feel like I've started to be everywhere at this point. I've been everywhere, man. I clearly haven't. I guess the next thing I need to do, maybe I can go confront Malleus again. Maybe I can... It's been a while since I've talked to... What's his name? Gallius? No, I just talked to Gallius. It's been a while since I've talked to... Sentius. the current magistrate. This way leads me up to everything else, so I don't want to go that way. I kind of feel like in the Skyrim mod that the area you had to work with was slightly larger. I might be wrong about that. It could be that I just haven't found all the different paths yet. Like, no, it can't go this way. Like, surely there's got to be more to this area. Or more to the game in general. There's no way that I have been ever in this game.
Citizen, we're finally alone.
I haven't talked to him yet. Yeah, we've had this conversation before. We're gonna skip past this. We've had this conversation before too. What's your story?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me.
How did you die to get
Before I
here?
wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
What's a decurion?
It's a cavalry
I'm only an
officer.
archaeologist, so I don't know these
I had
things.
30 men under my command. This was my uniform. As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
Yeah, that's fair. How did you end up here? How did you die?
Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into
You lost your
panic,
footing by the river
and
edge, and
I
you
remembered
woke
the
up.
Next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank
And riverbank not far from
in
here.
the company
Yeah.
of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple.
You dead. We all dead. This is so...
I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
Yeah, you never acquiesce to the mob, man. You always stick to what is already agreed to. Like, as soon as you acquiesce to the hateful mob, they're never going to be placated. They're just going to demand more blood. I'd like you to release Dooley.
You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking
So
around
I know that in
places
the
he should
original
not have
Skyrim
been.
mod, they made a line about how you're allowed to go everywhere except for when people ask you to leave.
Look, I can see where you're going.
And in the
It's
original one, there were
smoothly
actually
true.
lots of houses you could
assure
go into,
that
and
is
people would
not
ask
the
you to leave,
case.
and if you didn't leave,
may
you
not
could
be
actually end
aware
up breaking the
of
golden
this,
rule.
It was not so
But
long
I'm not
ago,
seeing
during
anyone's
the
house
Republic,
really at this
the
point.
law
There's
of the 12
the most that we've been
tables
asked to
would have
leave
required that he
is
be
that
killed as
weepy
soon as
lady,
he was born,
Claudius.
owing to
Was that her
his
name?
Deformities. Here we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able to continue living. A privilege that would be taken away from all of us were he to be
But I'm really
released
wondering if I'm
and
just
commit
missing
the
something.
crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of
Yeah,
my
but they're
people so
arbitrary
that one
rules. Like,
man
it's not a
can
rule
go
that's
free.
actually having any impact on
Was there something else?
anything. Like, it's not affecting you at all.
Ask then.
See, I've already asked all those questions. I
If
guess I might as well ask if
I'd
he
have let
knows
these
if there's a
people
way out of here. Who's going to
Of
break the
course, what
golden
is it?
rule? I need more time to
Why then,
investigate.
It looks like
I'm not going to accuse
I've had
anyone yet.
plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's as simple as that. The real enemy in this place is not the Golden Rule, but human failings. The temptation to slide into degeneracy.
Isn't that kind of a distinction or a difference without distinction?
That answers your question.
Like saying that the problem is in the Golden Rule is humans, but it's only humans because they're going to break the Golden Rule.
Thank you.
Well, let's go talk to... I don't think I've talked to Horatius yet, actually.
What is it, citizen?
What's your story? How did you die?
But there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughters. Daughter, I should say. And the others. And making sure they're all...
Horatius, do you know where the other daughter is? Keeping an eye on her, perhaps?
I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over. Not anymore.
I think I need to up the volume level of the dialogue. It's a little quiet for me.
I try not to think about it. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl. And pick up a little pendant from a silversmith. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire. People were screaming, trampling.
You know, the way he said shouting fire
tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my
didn't really
I remember chasing him through the crowd.
have an exclamation point on it. Like the text said fire, and he's like fire.
Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver.
Floating downriver in full iron
I suppose.
armor. Think about this, man. You woke up floating down the river in full iron armor.
Ah, don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthen the mind.
I also wonder why they randomly do the Latin stuff. Like, is that just to get away with some extreme swearing, or does that actually have importance?
Than I'd care to admit. He's one of the better commanders I've ever had. That's for sure. Good stoic. Lives by Seneca's words. Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Can't ask for much more than that.
Your way out of here?
Asking the same questions when I first arrived. Never did find a way out. But I learned how to accept my situation.
It kind of sounds like people came here in bursts or spurts.
Seneca the Younger, if you're interested. I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Yeah, I can totally do that. Okay, let's see. I don't think I've met Aurelia yet. A commoner. Oh yeah, I haven't found the tavern yet. It's Tavern in the Slum. Interesting. Let's see, Claudia. I've met Claudia. I've met Decius. He's kind of the scum. Left stick. Next page. Here we go. Domitius, Nellis's guard. I don't think I've seen him. I've met Julius Aquitia. Definitely haven't seen her yet. Fabia. Yes, I've seen Fabia. Haven't I? The bake? No, I've only taken the loaf of bread. I haven't seen him. Galerius. Yes, I've seen him. Georgius. Don't think I've seen him. Kabash. Definitely haven't seen him. Oh, this guy disappeared. Horatius. I want to say I've seen Horatius. Hannibal. No, haven't seen that. Maybe he died in a cistern. Oh yeah, he's one who went missing. He was Julia's protector. Julia, definitely met her. Livia, I think I've met her. Refuses to work. Okay, so there's a lot of people I haven't met yet. Well, that's good. That's very good. That means there is some... I'm just missing a huge section of everything. Sure, I'll be sure to give it back to you tomorrow.
Sure,
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
But whatever.
Oh, Fabia was the one who died when the shrine fell on her. Okay. Yeah, Cinnabon, everyone knows that iron floats. Hello, we made boats out of them.
Well, as I always say, it's kind of like a divine version of the practice of decimation in the Legion. By threatening to execute 1 in 10 men, the idea is to ensure order and discipline among everyone. And it works. If
you know, that's where the word decimate came from.
Executed because your brother-in-arms is planning a mutiny. Well, you'd bloody well watch him like hundred-eyed Argus, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Because
sure.
your only chance of saving yourself is to stop bad things before they happen. Makes us all responsible for keeping each other in check.
I see
It's
that works in a
brutal, of
military
course,
environment, though, the
but
idea of
effective.
keeping each other in check, but
The
does it
Legion
really
wouldn't be the
work on
most formidable
civilians?
force in the world without it.
I don't think so. Where I come from, that would be considered collective punishment, which is a war crime. Is it a war crime?
What's done is done.
I don't
was
know if
forced
that
to
really
execute my
counts as a
brothers in
war
arms,
crime.
and those memories will always visit me
Horrible,
in
don't
my
get me
sleep.
wrong, but a war crime,
Life
I
is
don't
harsh,
think they're using that
and I've come to accept
appropriately.
my lot. As with the golden rule, I don't have any control over
Like
it.
a war crime implies that you're at
Railing
war with
against
someone
it would
and
be
you
like
do an
trying to stop the
atrocious act
seasons
against the
over
people
tide.
that you're at war
As
with,
Seneca the
not so
Younger
much
wrote,
what you do to your own
"True
citizenry.
happiness is to enjoy the
citizenry.
present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. For he that is so wants nothing."
Let's talk about
If you
something
like.
else. Who are you gonna vote for?
Not that it's any of your business.
Okay, yeah,
But my
Cynthius.
loyalty,
That makes sense.
unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today. See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery, and intimidation.
Domitius.
The man is a savage.
Domitius.
But he's a gladiator, so people
Oh,
fear
okay, the
and
big guy.
respect him more than they should. Cynthius knows about it, of course.
I don't think I've gotten a chance to
but he
talk to
doesn't
that
have
guy
the
yet.
same rat
Every
cunning
time I
as
tried to, he
Malleolus.
was busy yelling
This
at
place
someone.
will be different with that sleaze at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change. I appreciate the thought, but you're new here, and I just can't see how you could make an impact in the time between now and the election this afternoon.
You know, I've never
any
played a
case,
day
if you're
for a long
interested
amount of
in the
time. I
election,
wonder if I
go and have a
actually
chat with
will see
Equitaire,
nighttime or
the Vestal
afternoon.
Priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings. What business is that of you? A lot of people have been looking for her, but it's been
Sometimes fresh eyes help.
I suppose that's true.
Do you notice anything suspicious before she went missing? I know what you did to her.
Scintilla was always a kind, well-behaved young woman. I admit, her disappearance really caught me off guard. If anyone knows something, I'd expect it to
Whatever
be
are you
Cynthia,
wearing?
Malleolus, Claudia, or
I'm in the middle of a
Domitius.
conversation and she still can't
None of them will tell me
help
anything.
herself.
You might
She's
know
the
better, though, I
worst.
suppose. Fine.
I'm gonna
All right.
bounce. See you later. Alright, Cynthia. What you doing?
Oh, I wish Horatio. Oh, I can.
Lipius. Well, hold on. I want to see if there's a new line of dialogue. I
Oh.
found out quite a bit more
Oh, I can.
since the last
Oh.
time I talked to her.
Thank.
Nope. Nope. Okay. Just have to keep moving along then. Alright, I need to find where these slum quarters are because I mean I guess I could have been down in the slums in that really slummy looking area, but I don't know, that's a little on the nose, don't you
Malleolus
think?
isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day. The name's Domitius.
What's your story,
You want to get
Domitius?
to Malleolus, you go through me. Why?
I could just jump off the roof
Because I
again.
am a gladiator. That's
Now,
why.
since the other guy didn't jump off the roof, I wonder if I would die by jumping off it this time.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners.
Oh dear.
When Malleolus wins the election, yeah, this place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
No, I think I still want to leave regardless of who's in charge.
I think it's gone on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it.
Okay, so
once
this
he's
is
elected.
something that doesn't quite track. If there are so many people who believe it is fictitious, the Golden Rule, then there is no need to elect someone to just break it. You can just break it. Like literally, it's so weird. People are like, well, we can't break the Golden Rule until Malleus is in charge. Why? If you're going to break the Golden Rule, you're already committing a crime. Are you really going to care who's in charge?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and
Oh, I see. I have to pass it to see what's in it. I have gotten very used to these words over the past 800 years. So no, it's just political nonsense. Thank you very much. Shell upload PHP. Is that legit? Is that really your username, Shell? What a unique username if that's legit. Why can't you tell me now?
Because if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans.
What plans?
And we
Either the
can't have
golden
that.
rule isn't real, in which case anyone can break it any time, which is kind of what the platform he's running on, or it is real and he's just gonna somehow undo it, which is what he's not running on. He's not talking about undoing it somehow. He's saying it doesn't even exist. Let's lighten the laws. Which the whole point of the golden rule is you're breaking the laws. What does it matter if you lighten the laws?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win.
Who are you gonna vote
Malleolus,
for?
of course. If old man Sentius can't even protect his own daughter, how can we trust him to
This is
protect
such a
us?
straw man argument here. It has nothing to do with the two.
She's not here. Had to carry her to Lucretia's clinic this morning. Shrine of Apollo. She was acting sick. Faking it, if you ask me. Typical.
Faking it. Yeah, she was only dying from having ingested hemlock.
Listen, I don't abduct women. They come to me. And they keep coming back. If you know what I mean.
I don't. Yeah, settle, but I think I know what you mean.
Listen,
I think you're hiding
don't know
something.
Sturkis.
Yeah, I'll be going now.
Whatever. Just remember.
Yeah, you may be
I'll be
watching, but only if I'm standing right in front of you. With that helmet, you can't see anything. Fool. Let's see, I don't think I've been in this house yet. Who lives here? Hello? No, don't steal it. It's an ink jar. Cinnabon Bunny, Kathy uses hemlock as tea leaves. She must have a tremendous resistance built up by now. Yeah, everyone needs my help. Octavia. Oh, she's the one who wouldn't shut up. Yeah, let me read that. Anonymous friend to Octavia, may the Lord bless and keep you. I'm so sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but if I'm right, then you are a believer like me. You may not be able to worship openly here, but know you are not alone. If you ever feel like you need someone to pray, or somewhere to pray, there's a special place waiting for you deep in the caves behind the theater. Ooh, turn right at the first fork and again at the second. Okay. I gotta get back to the caves, then go right at the first fork and was it left at the second? Okay, that's just the front door again. Let's see what we got upstairs. I wonder whose house this is. It was right both times? Yes, that sounds right. Me getting it wrong sounds right. There's the zipline again. I wonder where that zipline goes to. I think I've gotten everything I'm gonna get in this place. Where was that zipline? I'm getting the feeling I need to try more of these zip lines out. Maybe one of them takes me somewhere unpredicted. Here's a bottle. Oh. Garum, a fermented fish sauce used as a condiment. It gives off a faint, salty aroma. Huh. I wonder what it's like. And I gotta go higher to get... Wait. What was that? Oh, a coin pouch. 200 denarii, just sitting there. I kind of think... Tears runs for the city. I kind of think there's a lot of people in here who just don't like money. I mean, I get that I'm kind of jumping through the days and maybe getting some extra cash that way, but I mean, come on. Oh, that just drops me off inside here? That's pointless. I wonder if at some point I'll need to be using that zip line and it won't be pointless anymore. How did I even get to the caves?
Be careful who you trust.
Yeah, and be careful not to poison yourself again. Don't go adding me. Ah. Okay, somehow I've got to figure out how to do this butterfly stuff. I feel like that's going to be a big moment whenever I figure out how to actually climb these butterfly leaves. I can't go up there. Maybe I can go talk to Malice again. I don't want to do that zip line. I haven't found the tavern yet. I wonder where that is. We've been to the outhouse. That was fine. We've talked to him. I have nothing new to say to him.
That empty shrine. It's going to collapse at any moment.
I wish it would hurry up and collapse. That way it can't get me again. I don't think I've been in here yet. Nothing. A Greek statue, probably of the goddess to whom this temple is dedicated. Perhaps a local Greek resident knows more about her. Interesting. Maybe before this place was a Roman city, it was a Greek city. Oh, hello. This looks like something useful. Oh, hello. We're loading. Neat. Crumbling Greek statue. Wonder if I'm gonna find... Can I take the lyre? Wonder if I'm gonna find a fork up ahead. So now we're getting into the Greek district. This is interesting. Like, I think it'd be extremely interesting if we had the Romans coming on top of the Greeks, you know, the way it used to be. They took things over, copy-pasted their gods, Romanized them. Mind the cisterns. Ooh, that could be useful. Wonder how I pull out my flashlight using the Xbox controller. What? I didn't mean to take a screenshot, but thank you. Can I take... Oh, it's the... Oh. I thought maybe this was the missing plaque. That would have been... But nope. Nope. Oh. Hello. Visitor. And what have we here?
Welcome. Welcome. May I ask your name?
Sure.
Sincere
I'm Atticus. It's a sincere surprise to meet you.
All the way down here.
Yeah, I found this place complete accidents.
Brought you here to learn the secrets of this place.
Cinnabon, get your mind out of the gutters.
I know, but first, a request. I've been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself.
Have you thought about just heading up just a little bit? It's an easy walk. How do you get food?
Argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule?
The god responsible for the Golden Rule.
You have much to learn. It's best if you figure it out on your own. Come back once you've made progress.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll talk to you later. I'll keep exploring, alright? This is a bathtub. It's been converted into a rather eccentric bed. Yes, it has. How far can I go exploring down here? Am I gonna get, like, eaten up by a fish at some point? You know, you think you're safe, all of a sudden some alligator gets you. Of course, if there was an alligator here, I bet that old man would have been gotten already. Unless it's a shark. A shark couldn't leave the land or leave the water, but an alligator, he could get caught by an alligator. Let's see. Nope. I thought maybe the key would go here, but no such luck. I'm extremely thankful, by the way, that everything I take in one timeline goes on to the next. It would really stink if each time I had to go and get the key and you know, talk through all the dialogue options to get certain things. Can't get back up there now. Is this just a way to get out? Like, did I do a full loop? I saw something light up for a second. Okay, yeah, I just did a full loop. That's a waste of time. So I need to figure out who the... or what the name of the god who created this place is. Or created the golden rule. That's it. But until then, I can't do anything. Was it Janus? Janus is the one who did the two heads. The god of decisions, something like that. Well, okay, we'll come back later. This has got to be the Greek statue of one. This has got to be the one who created the golden rule, the golden city. Let's see. We have Hera, but what would her name be in? Yeah, Hera was the Greek version of her. You have the goddess of the hearth. I forget her name. I don't think Hera would have created the golden rule. Aphrodite? He may have done something like that. Still don't want to go engage with that guy yet. Like, I feel like as soon as I go engage with that guy, that's going to be the end of this loop, and I don't want this loop to end yet. It's Officer Kathy, that's the Greek goddess. So I gotta figure out how to climb those stupid things. I really would have thought there'd be one person right here. I thought this was it, but no. Oh, an old chest. I'll take that. Another chest over here? No. Or Vesta in the Roman version. Yeah. The goddess of the heart was Hestia. There we go. Thank you. Wait, is it? No, I'm just in a dark place. I thought it was nighttime for a second, but I'm just an idiot. So I don't think Hestia would have created this. Okay, now I'm supposed to go left right there. I was just curious what's over here. Money's over here. Oh, snap. Sucks to be this guy. Oh, hey, this is Prometheus. Chained up, stole fire. Vultures have to, or don't have to, vultures peck out his organs every day. Definitely Prometheus right there. So I wonder if the first inhabitants here were the Greek gods. And it said right at the second split. So is this? And yes, Thomas, I'm a witch. I have a magic light stick. Is this the area they told me about? Oh, the second time I've gotten the last bottle of wine in the whole city. Get what I was supposed to find down here, to be honest. Note from Livia. This place is called Accursed. Here, Tychios offers up his innards to be torn, scorched over 9 fields. You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you. You, Syphilis, attack or pursue the stone that always returns. Ixion turns and follows after himself and flees, and the 49 Beldies who dare to plot the destruction of their cousins, their husband, fetch again with incessant labor the water they have lost. It's a riddle. We've seen Tantalus. We've seen Titius. We've seen Siphysis. I don't think I've seen Ixion yet, or the 49 Beldides. The Bloodless Shadows, yeah, we've read that. What was I even supposed to find down here? I don't remember. And this is where I started. So if I go left there, I get to the hut. If I go right, then right again, I get to this area, which I've been here. Nothing over there. Okay, yeah, it leads to this, but I can't climb the vines yet. So this, being in this cistern area, or slum area, does nothing for me. Let's see, can I see my... No. How do I see my objectives? Do tab. Let's see, create a time paradox, don't want to do that. Ask residents of the villas for clues about Scintilla's disappearance. I heard Horticus accused Domitius of some involvement. I asked him, but he didn't do anything about it. Might be somewhere in the cisterns. That's not where I am, though. Can't get in there. Can't get in there. Haven't found a bow yet. Well, I found a bow, but someone's using it. Ask merchants in the forum for clues about Virgil's secret admirer. Okay, well, I guess I could do that. So I'll do that. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Yeah, I'm working on it, people. Give me half a moment here. Let's see. Can't go that way. Is there anything further in? Already been here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this comes out in the water again. So yeah, I've been here. Wade against the currents, eh? Exactly. So where's a good current to wait against? I wonder if people would forget if they saw me with the flashlight.
His brightness was like the light. Rays flashed from his hand, and there he veiled his power.
I need to use the flashlight
Come
more.
on.
I wonder if that will get
All right,
people
friend.
reacting, other than just the little one-liner I got right there. I die when I go down that way, so not gonna do that again. This way just leads me back to the temple. No, I don't think I've been... Interesting. The only way to get in here is when the golden rule is broken. I gotta think about that next time. Maybe I should just go break the golden rule so I can have that happen. I don't think I've been back here yet.
That lamp. Never have I seen it. Greetings. I'm
Okay.
Georgius.
Oh, I've never talked to this guy
It
yet.
gladdens me to
That's
see
right.
another
Last time I
foreigner
tried
in
to
our
talk to him, he was
We
grieving
must
over the
stick together,
Fabia
you and I.
for dying.
And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary.
Thank you.
Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design.
You must be
I have
a
traveled distant
fabric
trade routes
person.
from the markets of Damascus
Seamstress.
to the farms of India, and never have I
Seamster?
seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
My nation doesn't exist yet.
Is this a riddle, or perhaps you mean to say you feel like you are ahead of your time? I feel the same
Yes,
way. Another
that's
reason
what
for
I
us to
mean.
stick together. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance?
I know you do not require clothing.
Information, yes. What's your
My
story? How did you die?
How kind of you to
Tailor,
ask.
that's the word I was looking for. He's a
and I
tailor.
run the humble shop in the forum. You mean to say,
Why set up a
with all
tailor
the
shop
turmoil
here?
and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Pretty much. Yeah, more or less.
I tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
I suppose so.
And there is another reason too. If we all end up as golden
You don't want to be
statues for
naked?
future generations to marvel at. I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
There's some dark humor there, buddy, but sure.
A good
How did you die?
question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself. I remember I had just been to Rome to see an extraordinary selection of wares.
Sorry.
And drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success.
Yes, John, a
I rented
plain,
a prestigious
simple
villa
tailor.
by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact.
You don't
Now,
say.
I have had
Oh, hey, what
visions
happened
and
to
walked in strange places
the
before.
chat client? That's
I have
weird.
even found myself
disappeared.
naked in the desert sands
Must have
more than
crashed.
once, but none of that compares to this.
Oh, that's so weird. It's gone.
Yes, time before
I'll
creation,
try and figure out what happened to that
gasping
later.
for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
So you floated down the Tiber?
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated.
I didn't break the
by a
game,
benevolent
Professor. I
stranger.
broke the
I
chat
went
client.
to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am.
Oh.
Anything you like.
So you know the way out?
Make sure you stay away from
Not
that
so
empty
loud.
shrine.
What
it's
are you
going
playing
to
at?
collapse at any moment.
Did I say something wrong?
Have you not been told about the last attempt?
No.
Oh,
It was the last attempt.
Then I suppose this duty falls to me. It is a long story.
And we got so much going on. I mean, come on. It's not as if I'm going anywhere.
You are witty. I like that. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up
You know,
enough wood,
Georgius
one
makes
could make
a
series of
great
ladders and climb
point.
one's way out.
Yeah, why hasn't anyone do
They
that?
have. I am getting to
Oh.
that. There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway,
Yeah?
they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that
Oh.
tragically.
So
is where
it breaks the
they
golden
left.
rule to try to leave?
So it seems that to merely attempt escape
Interesting.
is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place. And so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
Was I talking? No, I think one of the characters in the game like walked by and started chat. It threw me off too. And yes, if in doubt, Matt broke it.
Ah, yes.
I'm sorry to hear that you're
The
blah,
many
Professor.
shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
Why do you say
Have you
that?
not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld.
Yeah,
When
the
Demeter,
world
the
went
mother of
cold.
Persephone learned of this. She did not
That's
punish
why we
him
have
as the
winter.
guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule.
Oh, I asked if I said something wrong, and I asked if you're talking. Yeah, yeah.
Brought it into focus.
That's how it goes. So what can we do about
If
it?
we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, "Avoid doing what you would blame others for doing."
Okay, sounds simple enough.
Doesn't it? But it is not enough for us to do this alone. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough.
True,
Sadly,
true.
no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
Yep, I've seen it happen. I may have done it a 3, 4, 5 times now.
Your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the golden rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not?
Yeah, Professor, this guy is quite the talker.
But my friend is
So who are you
quite
gonna
the
vote for?
dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning
Really?
toward voting for Malleolus. I
Him?
do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Ah.
Nothing comes to my mind, my friend.
An idea who's
This
threatening
is troubling,
Virgil?
is it not? I'm afraid I have no idea. It is ridiculous, though. Virgil is a fine man.
He looks like Alexander.
But my young friend Fabia confided in me that she saw someone leaving graffiti on his shop front last night. Perhaps you should ask her about it.
I will, thank you.
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
I don't know, he really went on. Let's see, where's Fabia? Oh, someone I haven't talked to yet. Hello, stranger.
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Just the facts, ma'am, just the facts. What's your story?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming.
Is that inappropriate? Just
Usually,
ask
however,
your story?
You wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy
Vestal
ask,
priestess.
"What is your
I
story?"
see. And what should I have done?
Proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity, rather more indirect.
It seems like a lot of work
honest,
just to say
I've
hello.
often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
Thomas, yell Momo to see if it triggers Alexander. Momo! Professor Brainspecs, I am not Joe Friday. True, I don't got the hat for it. How did you end up here? AKA, how did you die? We're all dead, okay?
You? How did you end up here?
A young woman named Jin Karen dragged me out of a river unconscious and sent me in here.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you.
Yeah, it's an older name, but not uncommon where I'm from.
I see. I wonder if... No.
Yes. Come on, woman, spit it out.
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too?
Yeah.
I really think you should. Go around and ask them what
Yeah,
they
yes, I
remember
have,
and see if
Aquita.
you notice
I've definitely noticed a pattern.
Good.
Fine, I'll do it.
Thank you. But please be careful. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
And what happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair.
Sure.
She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here.
Uh-huh.
About a month ago, she suddenly changed.
Changed
She
how?
withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help. But she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us Bloodless Shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern.
We're the Bloodless Shadows.
Unrelated.
Shades of our
Perhaps
former
she simply
self.
fell ill. Or, as
Spirits,
Galarius
wraiths,
suggested,
if you will.
the weight of the Golden Rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her.
She saw that we were all dead,
Don't
huh?
want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
I may have already noticed the pattern.
Then what is it?
Some people mention a coin, they mention a river, they mention memory lapse. Some people mention encounter with a stranger on the riverbank. They all mentioned a river.
I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
Mentioned a coin, as in paying the ferryman.
Could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we? What else?
And a memory lapse, as in anyone who fell into the river Styx would lose their memory.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I
My
wound
goodness,
up
we're
here.
dead.
It's as I feared.
And we paid the
I
ferryman,
understand what
who
poor
was a
Olivia has
stranger
been
on the
going through.
riverbank.
You mentioned earlier you met a young woman in the forest named
She even had a rowboat.
I see. And was this Karen by any chance wearing a hood?
How could you have
I've
known
seen
that?
her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
It's not safe in there. An assassin just arrived.
What? How could you know that? And why are you talking to me instead of doing something about it?
Because I don't want to die.
Please, go and stop him and come back to me once we're no longer in danger.
Tom's saying he fell into the Tiber River. Yeah, I fell into the Tiber River and died. And Professor Brainsticks saying, Specs saying, can't I just fall asleep? Yeah,
Fresh
sure.
meat, huh?
Ah, some more vines. If only I could climb them. This is gonna be one of those things where I finally get the ability to do the thing, like climb the vines. Oh, they're electing their magistrate now. Interesting.
To become magistrate.
So yeah, I actually lived long enough for the magistrate to be elected. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna see if I can't go ahead and trigger this event. Hi, let's talk. Uh-oh. I think I broke it. Oh, I broke it. I think F9 was load. F8, 10. How do I load? Oh, the game has. Oh, there we go. Whew. Tom says save before you go to see the assassin. Yes, absolutely. And I thought for sure it had broken bad there, but thankfully it was able to trigger the cutscene anyway. But I can't hear what he says. Skip the line. Do you? Maybe? Skip.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I'm just gonna run in here. Let's see. I know this is the wrong way. I know this is absolutely the wrong way, but I just wanted to test a little bit. No, that's not gonna be it. Well, am I safe in this area? We're gonna try a few things. Kind of explore around before actually leaving and looping this time. Okay, I do see there's an angel coming for me. And I don't think there's anything else I can do here. Yep. I see you, angel. I see you. We'll go ahead and depart. Oh, snap. They're all ganging up on me now. So can I keep running for my life? I think I'm gonna keep running for my life. Can I get your bow? I want your bow. Rats. Oh, I turned into gold. I did see the ladder, Thomas. I did see that. So we're gonna try this again. Maybe this time I can manage to not trigger the cutscene wrong. I want to actually hear what he has to say. But maybe if I wait out here instead of running in. Hello? Hello? Still nothing.
Stop right
Oh, there we go. I can actually
I'm
hear him this
looking for
time.
Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
It doesn't matter, you're going to kill me anyway.
I am. I suppose I might as well get... Do you have any last words?
Let's see. Fire that arrow, everyone's
I'd
going to
say that's
die.
rather convenient, since I was...
Fires arrow.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay. Shoot him. Shoot him. Now can I get his bow? Ah. I want the bow. Ah. Nope. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. I think if I get hit one more time, I'm gonna be dead. So let's cut through here real quick. Keep going, keep going. Now, oh, nice try. Last time I came through here, I noticed that a door right here could only be accessed. Oh, wait. This is the slums. This isn't... Oh, I'm gonna die here, I think, but that wasn't what I gotta remember that for next time. Huh. Bradley's saying, get that guy to give you his bow somehow. I really thought I'd be able to get it. I thought for sure I'd somehow manage it, but no such luck.
Salve, friend. Mind tell...
Ah.
Oh. But how did you... All right,
Wait,
of course.
do I just always
I'll
have
make sure
2,000 denarii now?
I'll go.
That'd be cool. That'd be real cool. I'd be glad not to have to do that every single time. Or maybe I just so happen to have 2,000 denarii after the last go. Okay, so real importantly, there's the slums right there. How did I miss this? I missed this so bad, everyone. It's a prototype. Let's read this poem by Galerius. A love poem to an unspecified woman. My life has been torturous as the 7 labors of Hercules, orphaned, defeated, and enslaved, yet I would suffer it all again gladly, because each loss, wound, and tragedy brought me to you. Radiant as Rome's sacred flame, your bright warmth nourishes my soul. I know I can never touch you any more than hold Vesta's flame, but to watch and love you from afar bathing in your glow is enough. And Professor, yes, nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life. See what else I can find here. No, don't steal that. Cavalry helmet? Interesting. Yeah, we've already seen that.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold
Small
braying.
arena.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away
Nope,
my customers.
don't want to do that.
They follow their trades, imitating
Oh, hey,
their
have I
previous
talked to you?
lives, but they are
I'll ignore you
ignorant.
for now.
This again.
Oh, and here's a lady
You're in
who
a world of
offers
your
to
own,
give
aren't you?
people the escape. Mainly by killing them. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save here, everyone. Because I do need to stop. I can't do another... Oh, it's 2 hours. I was gonna say I can't do another 2-hour stream. But here I am 2 hours later. So I do need to stop.
49
and...
melodies fetch again.
Hello? Hello?
With incessant labor. The
I've heard this
waters they
before.
have lost.
Clears for magistrate. I'd rather drink a special brew. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna save here. This is important, and we're gonna have to talk to a lot of people. So, everyone, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you all maybe tomorrow, and we'll do some more of this. Yeah, me missing something, not a surprise, but yep, hopefully tomorrow I'll do some more of this, and maybe we can figure out what's going on with the mystery of the Forgotten City. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will. And be sure to hit that bell icon to be notified of all the updates I do on this channel. If you want to support the work I'm doing here, then I hope you'll consider becoming one of my Patreons, where you'll get early access to all kinds of videos. And until the next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen.